Welcome everybody to a Friday edition of the Handicapping Weekender. I only have one race that we're going to be looking at today, and that is the ninth race at Keeneland Park. It is the Transylvania Grade 3 Stakes race, going a mile and a 16th on the turf track. And what I'm going to do is start out from the front end here with the 8-horse Redwood Kitten. Looks like is going to be setting the pace in this race, and I have a feeling should he get the lead fairly easy, that this horse could go all the way at a decent price. Morning line is 6-1. It has Elvis Trujillo coming out of Wesley Ward's barn. I think if this horse stays around that odds, maybe a little bit higher, you could punch a ticket there to steal the race, get clear, and go all the way. If we look 2 races back in his past performance, coming out of the Kitten's Joy stakes race at Gulfstream Park, had the lead in that race for about half the race. Kind of flattened out, finished pretty well, finished third by 2 3/4 lengths. So I have a feeling we're going with the blinkers off tomorrow. You'll probably be seeing this on Friday. But I think this horse could actually steal the race. The next horse I'd be looking at is the 4, Bambazonki, to stalk and possibly go by in this race. If we look back, this horse also ran in the Kitten's Joy, finished second by a length. Looks like it came pretty close to having the lead in the stretch. Just couldn't hold on. Came in second by a length. With a morning line here of 5-1, has Jose Lascano out of the Chris Block barn. We look a little bit further back, 2 races back. He actually coming off a layoff there, a 3-month layoff. Actually ran a really nice race in the Kitten's Joy. I expect this horse probably to improve. This horse actually could show some early speed, possibly stock second, but I think another horse that could be fairly up close is the 9, Star Contender. They've been showing some speed at Woodbine last year. Came back in January, the beginning of January at Gulfstream Park at a mile. Didn't really show much, showed it a little bit early speed for about a quarter. Kind of gave away as the favorite. I expect that horse to improve. I'm not sure if it's good enough to win this particular race though. The third horse I'm looking at is the 7, Fire Guard at 4-1 morning line. Joel Rosario coming out of Bill Mott's barn. This horse is also coming out of the Kitten's Joy race. If we look 2 races back, kind of ran evenly, ended up finishing 5th by 5.5 lengths, and then ended up dropping down in February to an optional claiming race. Ended up winning that. I think this horse probably just didn't fire in the Kitten's Joy. Maybe it was a little bit tougher spot, but it ran a nice race last time out of Gulfstream at a mile and a 16th. Should be a contender here. Looks actually pretty well, pretty good. And the last horse, if you're a class handicapper or you think this horse dropping down might actually do something, is the 2, Brown Almighty. 15-1 morning line, actually has probably the most back class out of any of the horses here. We look at those last 3 races since he came back from a layoff in November. Hasn't really shown much at all. This would be a speculation bet. I would want pretty large odds on this particular horse. But if we go further back, we look at the 7th of October at Keeneland. Actually ran in the Bourbon Grade 3 Stakes race at a mile and 16th on the turf. Ended up finishing third by a length and a half. That was a pretty big closing move. I'm not sure if he's going to have the pace in this particular race to make that large closing move. I have a feeling the horses that I've been talking about, probably the 8 leading, the 4 and the 7, kind of running up close, possibly pressing and going by. But if you're looking for a little bit longer price and you think the speed can stick out front, then I'm definitely looking at the 8. So I'm going to stick with the 8 as my pick. I'll go 8, 4, 7. Good luck.